Hi, I'm going to show you how to trace an image that you find on Google. And remember, these images that you find on Google more than likely will be for personal use only. So perfectly fine for you to copy and make things for yourself or for friends as long as you are not charging people for these. Okay, so I'm just going to switch over to Google, and I've already done a search for beach ball clip art. Now, the easiest thing to do is find an image that's already black and white. These very colorful images, they're beautiful, but they probably will not trace very easily for you. There's a way to limit your search or redefine your search. You can come here to Search Tools and go to Color, and I choose black and white. And you can also change the type to clip art or line drawing. I'm just going to go with clip art, and I'm going to find a beach ball that's nice and black and white. Let's just go with this one. I'm going to click on it one time so that makes it larger, and then I'm going to right click and simply copy that image so I don't have to worry about going through and saving it to my computer and all that jazz. Alright, so I'm going right back to Silhouette, right clicking again and pasting it right here into my program. Now, what I want to do is, if you're not already in your tracing window, I'm going to switch just because you're probably in some random window. Come over to this little box. It's like a square, it looks kind of yellow and blue. That's your tracing window. Then come click here, select trace area, and what you're going to do is just drag this box around it. And ooh, I didn't get it all in there. It's okay because I can still click on that box and grab one of these tiny boxes and trace it. Now this looks traced, but what you really want to do is click the high pass filter off. Well, off would be great. There we go. And you can kind of play with the threshold a little bit, because where it looks kind of jagged here with some gray showing, we don't want that. So if you adjust your threshold, you're going to notice that it starts to get a little more yellow, a little more solid. Now, if you go too far, you're going to end up with a mess like this. So just drag it back down. And I also play with my scale a little bit. It's usually set around 10, but if you drag it down, it kind of smooths out those lines just a little bit. And then you're going to come up here and click Trace. And when I move the shape out of the way, I should have my beach ball. Now this sometimes drives me crazy with the way it looks, so what I do is select it again, go to my fill color, and click black just to see what kind of trace I've gotten. This looks really good to me, so what I'm going to do now is select it, and I can resize it. I can make it smaller, I can make it larger, whatever I want to do with it. I really don't need this image right here anymore, so I can click it and just hit delete on my keyboard. And this right here is what I would have to cut. Now, I'm not sure about you guys, but I have a habit of coming up here to my design page settings. I know this bothers some people, but it really helps me position when I'm using scraps on my mat. It really helps me see exactly where I need to position my scraps so that I cut the entire ball. So you come here to this reveal and go up, and you can notice all of your little lines up here with your numbers, with your inches, are showing. And you can zoom in to see it better, and then scroll up and move this around wherever you want. So now if I were putting just a piece of vinyl on my mat, like a scrap, because I like to use my scraps, I would put it so that it goes a little bit past the 3 across and a little bit past the 3 coming down. I actually probably would make a 4x4 square and stick it on my mat and make sure it's covering the same area. Just kind of a little tip to help you with your scraps. All right, I hope that helps, and there you go.